just riding through the forest, just minding my business. Hitting the trees from the winds, what a wonderful feeling. It's nice outside, ain't nobody killing. Everybody enjoy themselves, everything's appealing. Until one day, somebody got mad at Block and told Block, you coming up fast, and he told him to stop. But the world is big enough for even a man above. He kicks Satan out so I can hit him with the stub. Pop, 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 pop. Now what you talking about? Try to swing on me. Ice out. Strike one. Strike two. Strike three. History.
Once again, it's on. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk 101, the Gangsters channel. Now, this is why I'm like informing us to inform others to inform others. You know, when you work for these people, this is what happens. Now, another reason why black celebrities should focus on getting their own stuff and doing their own thing, so they don't have to worry about anybody firing them. Now, Nick Cannon, another brother who has been targeted for anti-Semitic comments, and it's cool. And I don't believe Nick is going to apologize. And if Nick apologized, then it's pretty much obvious that, as I was saying a year ago, or even recently, that the money that these guys have, it must not be theirs. Paraphrasing it, but you know what I mean. Now, it's good that this is going on, because everything the Lord is bringing in submission, and it's all good as the cream rises to the top. So pretty much with all this stuff that's going on world stage, it's pretty much is going to be what it is. And what it is that they're setting themselves up. This is all this is, just to set up, to introduce, or to usher in what's going to be ushered in. And as the scripture said, they all will look upon this man and say, is this the man who deceived the world? Is this the man who caused nations? And well, you know the scripture if you know it. And they're going to look at him narrowly. So all this being set up to usher in what needs to be ushered in. So let them keep saying that everybody's anti-Semitic. Everybody's anti-Semitic. Again, how could people be anti-Semitic towards the people who are not Semitic? Now, what's going on is that you are allowing this propaganda to look at the Jewish population to make people despise them even more, because of this rhetoric that you're putting out. You're going to make the people upset. That's what you're going to do. And maybe it's propagated that maybe perhaps this is what you want to do, to try to make something be in effect of saying that, you see, now look at the world as hating these people. They must be the people of the Lord and all this. Maybe this is what you're doing. But again, they're setting up themselves for their own demise, to prove who the liar is. And a lot of those people are going along with it because pretty much they've been told that. So they roll with it now. So here Nick Cannon, a brother who have his own established, who also still, I believe, work for those folks. And sometimes we get too comfortable to think that we can't be touched because we have our, you're bold enough and so and so and so, whatever may be the case. But here you got Viacom just fired them. And Nick, that's a good thing, because the Lord has to pull us away from the spirit of these people. He's have to snatch us away, and it's going to be a harsh, and it's going to be a very cruel way of doing it, because we don't understand what's at stake. Come on from them. You don't want to do it, you got to snatch them away from it. You might have to beat their ass, but you got to pull them away from it, because their judgment is about to happen. So the Lord is pretty much causing these events that we pull from the spirit of this place to pull from their spirit, because when that judgment comes down, it's going to recognize, it's going to target it, the spirit that's propagating a lot of this stuff. Like, so if you're in the spirit of the same spirit of these people, you have that same spirit on you, it's going to happen to you too. So this is possibly why the Lord is trying to snatch us away from it, so you don't be partakers of what's coming. And a lot of us Negroes and black people of the Lord's tribes don't want to do it. Like your Candace Owens. I think she's from Britain though. I don't know. I think she's from somewhere. I would think it's probably the Caribbean, probably. But again, when they have the mark of the beast, that's how they talk. That's whose side they side with. So they have this spirit on them. So the Lord has to pull us out of that. So Nick Cannon, it's good that you got fired. It's kind of as a good thing, so you don't be partakers of what's coming, of these people who are claiming to be for protection. That's their gates they put up. These people own everything. So the kingdom has to be brought down. And I explained in my last video, is it this video, maybe it's the next video I'm going to upload also, concerning this COVID virus thing that's sweeping across the world. And, people still have to try to go out, and, if they don't, the economy is going to drop. Babylon is falling. So they make the people think everything is good, but people dying. So like the Pharaoh of Egypt, you're looking at today's Pharaoh, and apparently Trump is in that era, and he is a red man. So it's quite obvious to me what's going on. Now, these anti-Semitic, let me explain something again, man, because if we're not the ones who are anti-Semitic, the people, it's like, oh man, I don't even want to go into that. It's just a piece of garbage for that thought of saying these things, to try to make people look like they're anti-Semitic. Because a lot of people don't know what Semitic means, and who identify as Semitic people. People are being anti-Semitic. And that's the thing we should start promoting ourselves now, among us as black people. That anytime cops kill, we need to call that anti-Semitic. Matter of fact, why don't we start doing that? Why don't we start, when we're being abused or these situations that's occurring, why don't we start calling them anti-Semitic? Yeah. Let's start doing that. Let's put that in the spirit among the nation. So this can come up as well now as being, they have like this Black Lives Matter movement. You know what I mean? That it automatically has come into existence. So now we need to bring into this existence that people who are doing harm to us, we need to start calling them anti-Semitic. That's what we're gonna do. And may the breath of this thought travel, and those who have a platform, start bringing that out and sharing it, and start bringing it out so it can start traveling around, circulating. Let's do that. I just wanted to make this quick video, man. It just shows that, you know, our black celebrities need to, you know, stop feeling so comfortable under these people. You know, you're making you feel like you the big boss, you know, and they paying you the dollars, and they can get rid of you when they want to if you don't apply or abide by their rule. You know, just like they did Deshaun Jackson. You know, they made him bow down and apologize. We paying you, we gave you this life that you're living. We gave you the cars, we gave you the houses, we gave you the money, we gave you the glory. So you need to kneel down and apologize. And that's what Deshaun Jackson did. He kneeled down and apologized. And then what happened? Like a tyrant king, as he had his servant to bow down and apologize to him, degrading him, and told him, yeah, now get the fuck out of here, you're fired. And that's what it was. So will Nick Cannon do the same thing? Let's see. Thank you for tuning in. Holla.